Newport City Special Council meeting is called to order at 5:03 p.m. Present at the meeting, council members, President John Wilson, Councilman Charbonneau, Councilman Vachon, Councilman Curtis, Treasurer Jim Johnson, Comptroller Becatarian. I have the police chief here, I have the fire chief here, and I have members of the fire department. If I am missing anybody, we're good to go. Anybody online? Okay. Additions and deletions to the agenda. President Wilson?
No.
Councilman Charbonneau?
None.
Councilman Vachon?
No, thank you.
Councilman Curtis?
No, thanks.
Treasurer Johnson? Okay. Next item on the agenda is to interview potential candidates for the fire chief with a potential executive session. I ask please that I have a motion that the council enter into executive session to interview candidates for the position of fire chief pursuant to 1 VSA section 313A3 and invite the comptroller programs director, the interim fire chief, and members of the fire department and the police chief, and each candidate into the executive session for their respective interviews. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
A motion, do I have a second?
Second.
A motion and a second. Further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Ayes have it, motion is carried, and we are in executive. Taken. Next item on the agenda is the interview of potential city candidates for city manager. Potential executive session, 1 VSA section 313A3. May I please have a motion to move that the council enter into executive session to interview candidates for the position of city manager pursuant to 1 VSA section 313A3 and invite the comptroller program director, our leonine recruiters, and each candidate into the executive session for their respective interview.
So moved.
I have a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
A motion and a second, any comments? Discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Ayes have it, motion is carried, and we are in executive.
My son can go.
Okay, we're out of executive session, no action was taken. Excuse me. Okay, next item, comments by members of the public. We're going to be opening the floor to public comments for each agenda item. Members of the audience are reminded that members of the press are present and that these proceedings are being recorded for current and future broadcast over the city's cable television channel. Members of the audience are further reminded that Newport City Council meetings are for the purpose of allowing council members to conduct city business. City council meetings are the only time the city council discusses, deliberates, and decides upon city matters. City council meetings are held in public to promote transparency and accountability in government, but are distinct from public hearings or town meetings in that they are not meetings of the public. Members of the public shall be afforded a reasonable opportunity to express opinions about matters considered by the city council. To conduct orderly and efficient meetings, I kindly request the public's cooperation and compliance with the published guidelines when participating in the meeting. Thank you. You will be allowed 2 minutes. Would you, council member? Thank you for that. When your name is called, please come up, identify your name and your affiliation, and you will be allowed 2 minutes, please. I thank you for being so patient. Ms. Bjorn?
Oh, sure. Jennifer Bierling, resident.
And I apologize, there's no microphone.
No, it's okay. I really don't like it, so it's fine. Jennifer Bierling, resident of Newport, Vermont, high school teacher. So there's been a lot of scuttlebutt in the media about emails, and it jogged my memory that I had an unresolved issue going on that I was going to bring up during comments previously, but kind of lost sight of. And that was back at the time of the fire contract with Coventry. It was held out that the contract was almost lost as a result of the interim city manager's action or inaction. And that didn't seem right to me, so I made a public documents request to get all the emails back and forth between the city officials and Coventry. And there were 23 emails total, but of those, not all of them came from Newport, because Newport failed to disclose 5 of those emails. I had to go to Coventry in order to get them. So that's 22% of all of the emails that surrounded this issue that Newport withheld or destroyed, or I don't know what happened, but they did not come in with the rest of the emails, and I had to go to Coventry to get them. So that's kind of an issue, and I just wanted to bring it up, as long as this is a hot topic right now, that it is going on with current administration as well. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Mr. Touchette?
Yes, I'm going to speak, Andrew Touchette, City of Newport. 24 VSA 835 mandates that the city pay for the bond of any city employee that is required to be bonded. You, Madam Mayor, had stated to the council that they would distribute the funds. They were required to because they voted on warrants. Hence, the statute applies to the council because they are dispersing funds. During the council meeting, you had stated the security companies require a check to be made out by the beholder of the bond. That is not correct. They can receive a check from anyone with the names and do the background check after that. So in your words to the mayor letter 2 days later, you had referenced any city employee or any city council member would be reimbursed. That is not what was said at the meeting or what was voted upon. So in the future, I would ask that the city council refrain from any vote until they are fully informed of financial details or legal ramifications that they don't know all the information upon. Thank you.
Thank you for your comment. Okay. Next item, old business. President John Wilson? Did I miss? Oh, sorry. New business. President Wilson?
None.
Councilman Charbonneau?
None.
Councilman Sean?
No, thank you.
Councilman Curtis?
No thanks.
No, thanks.
Maria?
No.
Next item, old business. Mr. President?
None.
Mr. Charbonneau?
No, thank you.
Mr. Michon?
No, thank you.
Mr. Curtis?
No thanks.
Mr. Arian?
Thank you.
No.
Next item. Can I have a motion to adjourn the special meeting at 8:32 p.m.?
So moved.
I have a motion.
I do so good
Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
I have a motion and a second. I'm sorry. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Ayes have it, and motion is carried. Thank you.
Yes, beautiful.
Let's see.